He's been a rapper, a champion, a comedian, and one of the most entertaining superstars in WWE history. But did you know R-Truth has had one of the most unique careers in wrestling? Today, we'll break down every version of Ron Killings, from his early days to becoming a WWE legend. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll see why R-Truth is a one-of-a-kind performer in the world of sports entertainment, early life and music career. Before R-Truth was making people laugh on WWE TV, he was chasing a completely different dream. Born Ron Killings in Charlotte, North Carolina, he had a tough childhood. Growing up in poverty, he turned to music as his escape. He started rapping in the late 80s and early 90s, performing in local clubs. Believe it or not, he even opened for big artists like Tupac and Eazy-E. But his life wasn't easy. At one point, he spent time in prison for drug-related charges. That time behind bars changed everything for him. He decided to turn his life around and focus on something positive: professional wrestling. In 1999, after years of struggling to make a name in the wrestling business, Ron Killings finally made it to the big stage, the WWE. But back then, the company had a very different look and feel. This was the Attitude Era, a time of edgy characters and over-the-top personalities. Ron debuted under the ring name K-Kwik, a rapping, high-energy performer who brought a unique vibe to WWE. His gimmick was built around freestyle rap, and every time he made his entrance, he hyped up the crowd with his mic skills. It was something fans hadn't seen before. A wrestler who could rap his way to the ring and still hold his own inside it. K-Kwik wasn't alone, though. WWE paired him with one of the most charismatic stars of the time. Road Dogg, a member of the legendary D-Generation X and a former tag team champion. Together, they formed an unlikely duo that fans quickly connected with. The two even performed their entrance theme live every night, rapping and dancing on the way to the ring. It was pure entertainment, and it made K-Kwik stand out on a roster full of larger-than-life characters. Inside the ring, K-Kwik had a flashy, athletic style. He used moves like the corkscrew axe kick, quick drop kicks, and high-energy offense that made him exciting to watch. But as popular as the act was, WWE didn't seem to know what to do with him. After Road Dogg left the company in early 2001, K-Kwik's push stalled. He worked mostly on secondary shows like Sunday Night Heat and rarely got big opportunities on Raw or SmackDown. By 2002, his WWE run quietly came to an end. The company released him. And just like that, K-Kwik was gone. But Ron Killings wasn't ready to give up. In fact, his next chapter would make history in a way nobody expected. TNA era. After leaving WWE, Ron went to a new promotion called TNA. And this is where he reinvented himself as Ron the Truth Killings. And guess what? He became the first African-American NWA World Heavyweight Champion in TNA history. This was a huge deal because it broke barriers in a sport dominated by certain stereotypes. In TNA, he showed his serious side. No comedy, no jokes, just a tough, no-nonsense competitor. He feuded with big names like Jeff Jarrett and AJ Styles. Fans started respecting him as a legit main eventer. Highlights of Ron Killings as TNA champion: holding NWA title, serious face, intense ring stare, electric crowd, return to WWE, R-Truth. After years of making a name for himself outside WWE, Ron Killings returned in 2008, and this time he came back with a bang. Gone was the name K-Kwik. Now he was R-Truth, and he brought something fresh and exciting. to the WWE Universe. His gimmick was all about energy, positivity, and interaction with the fans. R-Truth would rap his own theme song on the way to the ring, performing "What's Up" live, and the fans loved it. Imagine this, the entire crowd singing along with R-Truth as he danced and hyped them up before the match even began. This wasn't just an entrance, it was an experience. The "What's Up" chant became iconic. Fans would shout it back to him every time he asked, creating one of the most interactive entrances in WWE history. This made R-Truth stand out from the rest of the roster. Inside the ring, R-Truth wasn't just about entertainment. He was a talented athlete with incredible agility and charisma. Over time, he worked his way into mid-card success. R-Truth won the United States Championship and the WWE Tag Team Championships, proving that he was more than just a hype man. He was a legitimate competitor. But as entertaining as R-Truth was, things were about to take a shocking turn that nobody expected. Heel turn and Little Jimmy. In 2011, the fun-loving R-Truth we all knew suddenly disappeared. What replaced him was a darker, paranoid version of the character. He started cutting bizarre promos, accusing the fans of holding him back. He refused to dance. He stopped rapping. And most importantly, he started talking to an imaginary friend named Little Jimmy. Yes, you heard that right, Little Jimmy. According to R-Truth, Little Jimmy represented all the little kids and fans who were ruining his chances of becoming a champion. This new heel persona was unhinged, unpredictable, and absolutely entertaining in the weirdest way possible. One of his most infamous moments came when he stormed the arena during a pay-per-view, smoking a cigarette and mocking the crowd. This was during the PG era of WWE, so it was shocking to see something like that on live TV. R-Truth even managed to main event multiple pay-per-views during this time, including teaming with The Miz as Awesome Truth. This duo feuded with some of the biggest names in WWE, including John Cena and The Rock, leading to a memorable showdown at Survivor Series 2011. Although R-Truth didn't become WWE champion, this heel run proved that he could reinvent himself and stay relevant in the main event scene. 24/7 title era. Fast forward to 2019, and WWE introduced a new concept, the 24/7 Championship. At first, fans thought it was a joke, a title that can be defended anywhere, anytime, as long as a referee is present. Most thought it would flop. But then, R-Truth happened. R-Truth turned the 24/7 title into the most entertaining part of WWE programming. From dressing up in costumes to hiding in hotel lobbies, sneaking into airplanes, and even pinning opponents at weddings, R-Truth made the 24/7 Championship a phenomenon. One of his most hilarious moments? When he hid inside a golf bag and popped out to pin Jinder Mahal. Or the time he pretended to be a doctor in a hospital to win back the title. These segments were pure comedy gold, and they showed just how creative R-Truth really was. In fact, R-Truth became the record-breaking 54-time 24/7 champion, making him the most decorated champion in WWE history, at least by title count. Nobody else came close to what he did with that belt. The 24/7 Championship era solidified R-Truth as one of the funniest and most beloved superstars of all time. Even when WWE retired the title, fans still talked about those legendary moments. Legacy. Today, R-Truth is still making appearances on WWE TV and fans love him just as much as they did years ago. At over 50 years old, he's still in incredible shape and continues to entertain with his humor and charm. When you look back at R-Truth's career, it's truly inspirational. From his struggles growing up to spending time in prison, to becoming a rap artist, to breaking barriers in TNA, and then reinventing himself multiple times in WWE, R-Truth has done it all. He may not have been a world champion in WWE, but his impact on the business is undeniable. He's a two-time United States champion, a tag team champion, and the most successful 24/7 champion in history. But more importantly, he's one of the most entertaining superstars to ever step inside a WWE ring. So which version of R-Truth was your favorite? The fun-loving rapper? The paranoid heel with Little Jimmy? Or the 24/7 championship king? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible wrestling stories.